Smoky from all the fires going on. You know, it's just that time of year in August where everything's burning and it's just far too hot. So I hope you are here with us either in a location that's cold or with air conditioning. If you're not, let us know how sweltering it is inside your house. I'm curious. Luckily, here in our new studio, we have awesome air conditioning. I haven't broken out in a sweat once, which is a nice change of pace from when we were in our different locations before this. So anyways, welcome everyone. For the first official time, we've tried this before, but for the first official time, we're now live on YouTube and on Facebook, which I don't know why, but we just keep making things more complicated. So here we are. So hello everyone on YouTube, which is most of you. And I don't even know if there's anyone watching on Facebook. It might be my mom. If it is, hi mom. It's nice to see you. In other news, I have just received into the world, not me personally, but my brother, half brother received into the world my new cousin Luca, which I'm super stoked about. And we just got more baby pictures and he's adorable, which is awesome. My world's just happy right now, even though it's half brother.
Okay, so he's a nephew, not a cousin.
That's what I said.
No,
oh, cousin. Nephew. Yeah, not cousin, right? I know how family trees work. All right. To get into this, we are going to watch our funny video from this week. And in this week, we're going to observe sayings or phrases that we said back in 2019. Back when things were better, when things were calmer, when we didn't have to worry about so much or be stuck at home, and how optimistic we were. It's a joke around the Christian circle, and especially from like preachers, about how coming into 2020, the sermon titles were all like 2020 vision and the future is so bright, and then we get here and it's awful. So let's just take a peek back into last year of things we might have said in 2019 without really knowing what we were getting ourselves into.
You know, it finally seems like everyone's just getting along. What could go wrong? What?
Dude, spring break is gonna be so much fun this year.
Well, at least I have my health.
Hey, no matter what's going on, at least the Tigers are safe.
Can't wait to see how many gold medals the U.S. brings home this summer.
I don't know, man. I think it's the perfect time to open up a restaurant.
Guess who has 2 thumbs and is gonna lose 30 pounds this year? This guy.
Hey, Happy New Year.
You know, I've just decided to take my stocks out of Purell. Hand sanitizer isn't the business to get into.
Hey, honey, guess who just bought Disney passes? I know. I can't wait.
Can't wait to see who wins the NBA Finals.
What should I do with all this extra toilet paper? Yeah, you're probably right. I should just toss it, right? Yeah, I'll throw it away.
I sure could use $1,200 right about now.
Put her there.
So guys, I think I'm moving to Seattle, the safest city in the Northwest.
High five.
You know, I think I'm gonna start praying for patience.
Just bought New England Patriots season passes. Can't wait to see Tom Brady play.
Well, we set a date, June 15th, 2020. It's a destination wedding.
Hey, who you got for the Final Four?
It's just a cough. No big deal. The common cold, as they say.
Well, there's always next year.
Y'all ever wonder what it would be like if Jumanji was real?
Dude, I dare you to eat that bat. Come on! What's the worst that could happen?
What is that? What's that? This! The giant numbers, 8, 15, 20. Is that a date? What do you think? I have no idea. That's why I'm asking. Seems important. Something gonna happen on that day? You know what I think? What? Think you're a loser. That's neither constructive or productive. Whatever.
Oh, the days back in 2019 when we said some of that stuff. My favorite is what are we going to do with all the toilet paper, right? We're just going to throw it away. It's all extra. We're never going to need it. Little did we know the cruel effects of 2020 that would be had on our lives. It's just sad. Now, if you're curious about the number 8/15/20 has passed, it was yesterday, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. They released an awesome devotional that is Gen Z translations of the Bible in a devotional, which I'm super stoked. They're actually sending all youth pastors a free one, so I'm going to get one, which I'm super stoked for. But you can go to the website, as they do, and check out if you're really interested. I know the suspense was just killing you all at home. But anyways, let's get into our first announcement. Now, next week, we are not going to have Connect Live. It's not going to exist. We're not going to have it. You may ask me, John, why would we cancel such an awesome, interesting event? It's because we're doing something even better. We are doing something called the Drive-Through Adventure, which we've been talking about for a little while now. And that is next week, and it's from 12:30 to 2:30. You show up here at Dayspring in your car, socially distanced, your safe, air-conditioned car with your mommy and your baby cousin or nephew, whichever one, and you will drive around Kaiser doing a photo scavenger hunt in your car. We're super stoked. We've done that here at Connect when we were in person last year. It was really fun, and we're excited to do it with our whole Dayspring family. And you're not doing it just for nothing, right? We got some awesome prizes. For example, in third place, I don't have images of these, but I'll tell you, in third place, we have this awesome ultimate baking kit that includes everything you need to make cookies at home, which is valued around $113. In second place, you can go to the beach with this awesome beach kit we've put together that has gift cards to various places, sand castle building things, towels, sunscreen, all you need to have an awesome trip to the beach, which is around $130. I went to the beach, I think 2 or 3 weekends ago, and I could just sit on the beach and enjoy the sun, which is so rare for the Oregon coast. But apparently right now you can do it, which is awesome. Went to Lincoln City, it was great. And in first place, if your team/family gets first place, you get what I dubbed the Family Movie Night Overload. Comes with 2 free movie tickets, which you can use someday. Comes with candy, comes with a $25 gift card to Paddington's to get pizza. I mean, there's so many awesome things if you place. So you should do it. Bring your family. 12:30 here at the church after the main church live stream. We'll be excited to see you there, and it's going to be so much fun. All right, so enough with announcements. Let's get into the games, and to do that, I need a host who again is making
I'm
her.
not awesome. You were gonna say awesome host,
I
and
didn't
you
say that.
quit.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Rude.
I would never. But she makes her reappearance, which is just great. It's my favorite.
Just great. John loves me.
Yeah, Will is off on vacation, so we had to substitute. So
I'm so sorry.
But you get to watch her squirm as she tries to figure out Taylor Swift lyrics for this first game, and this first game is called Taylor Swift or Revelation. That's right. We are going to determine if the saying put on the screen is from a Taylor Swift song or from the book of Revelation. Notice it's Revelation, not Revelations, because Revelations is incorrect because there's one revelation. Big brain for you.
Okay, Bible nerd.
Okay, Bible nerd. So, how you participate at home is you will put into the chat if you think it's Taylor Swift or it's Revelation. The person with the most correct answers, with the first correct answer gets the point. The person with the most points at the end wins. You know the drill. So, without further ado, let's get into Taylor Swift or Revelation. First one. But you walked away from your first love. Why? Why? So, Anna, you must determine.
We need to get you a blonde wig.
No.
Oh, we'll make it a lot more fun.
Yeah, you're stalling, which is great. So
It's Taylor Swift.
You think it's Taylor Swift? Why do you think it's Taylor Swift? What makes you?
I just do.
You just do. I think these are also all from the Message version, which may change your answer. So if you don't know at home, the Message version is a paraphrase, kind of taking the meaning out from the scripture and putting it into modern terms, not necessarily the exact wordings they used in the original language. So this could be Taylor Swift. This could be Revelation.
I'm going to stick with Taylor
You're
Swift.
sticking with Taylor Swift. I'm going to go with Revelation. So we have some guesses. Our first guess for Revelation came from Courtney, and then first guess for Taylor came from Jake. So, Noah, what is the answer? Revelation, chapter 2, verse 4 of the Message version. See, they throw it right on you.
The Message version does make it different.
A little difficult, yeah.
A lot different than real
than real Bible.
That's right.
Next one, marked me like a bloodstain. Oh, Revelation is just a happy, joyous read if you ever read through it. It's a good time.
Well, Taylor Swift isn't always very happy either.
No, especially on her newest album. If you haven't listened to it, it's alright. Not great though. Have you listened to it, Anna?
No.
Wow, I'm shocked.
I know you
Could
are.
you name, if you wanted to, one Taylor Swift song right now?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, just ask it. So what do you think? Is this Taylor Swift or is this going to be Revelation? Marked me like a bloodstain. We have some guesses. Courtney said Taylor Swift. Jake said Revelation. Nick said Revelation. Yeah, you can say TNRs. I'll figure it out. We got it. So, TRR, Anna, marked me like a bloodstain.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, I'm going to guess Swiftie too. What is it? Taylor Swift from her new song Cardigan. There you go. What a crazy, crazy lyric. She's
And a weird title for a song.
well, if you listen to the song, you'll get it.
Oh.
They've gotten what they deserve. Is that Taylor Swift being all dramatic about an ex? Or is that about God talking about the church?
What if it's both?
I don't think it's going to be both. I think it's one or the other.
So it has to be like in her title or a phrase in her song?
Yeah. Like word for word. For
Oh.
either one,
I'm
technically.
going to go with
so.
Revelation.
They've gotten what they deserve. I think it's gonna be Revelation, but I want to say it's Taylor Swift because that sounds a lot like Taylor Swift. Courtney again, sticking true with Taylor Swift, and then a
Courtney's
couple
keeping
of.
her own score tonight.
Oh yeah, no, she's in it
Did
to
you do
win it.
deliveries last week?
Nope,
Oh.
we have three
We got a
rounds
lot
of
to
deliveries
do.
to do, which is great. Come to Grant's house. No.
Only if you get me Dutch, Grant.
Get me Dutch, not the Dutch.
All right, so what do you
No,
think? So you said Revelation.
We both said Revelation. There it is.
I said Taylor Swift, so I
was
wrong.
right.
So Revelation is correct. Oh, oof, Courtney. Ouchies. That's 2 out of 3 now. Next one.
It's not the whole game, Courtney. Settle down.
Next one.
Hey, little
Okay.
man.
I know all the things you do and that you have a reputation for being alive. Is this Taylor Swift, or is this from the wonderful, wonderful book of Revelation?
I guess Revelation.
You're guessing Revelation. Why do you guess Revelation on this one?
Well, I mean, it sounds like something from Revelation, but it also kind of sounds like a song lyric.
Yeah, that's true. Revelation's kind of a song in a way. Apocalyptic literature. All right, we have
Very
guesses for
happy song.
Revelations and Taylor Swift. I'm going to guess this is Taylor Swift based off the Reputation because she has a whole tour called Reputation. But we'll see if they are
she
tripping
has
me
a
up. I was
reputation.
tripped up. Revelation is correct.
John, you're not doing very good at the
And
Bible.
that's great. I don't read the message version. Next
Me
one.
neither.
You didn't even see the signs. You didn't even see the signs, Anna.
Oh, yeah, it does sound like Taylor,
I think
but
I think it's Taylor too. Yeah,
so
everyone.
does everybody else.
Our 3 people competing
We got
tonight,
a lot of people tonight, John.
competing for the title. I'm guessing Taylor. Y'all guess Taylor, which means it could be or couldn't be. Let's see it. Taylor Swift from her, I think, newer song as well, Exile. These might all be newer Taylor Swift songs.
There you go. Her hair is very messy.
It was sweet as honey in my mouth. You tell her, Anna. You go tell her.
That's Revelation.
And go brush your hair, Taylor. Go home to your cats and brush your hair. Do you think Revelation? I'm totally guessing Revelation as well, but let's see what people in the chat say. Oh, we got some Revelation guesses and a Taylor Swift guess. It'll be whatever we don't expect. Potentially. I mean, I'm not
That's
saying
50-50.
not saying one way or the other. It is 50-50. So what is it?
Hey, Noah.
What is it? It's Revelation. Yeah, honey, definitely a theme in the Bible.
Yep.
I know they said the end is near. I know they said it. But who said it? I don't know.
Sounded like you were going to sing us the song.
I think this is all from our newer album, which I don't know, so.
Okay.
So what do you think? I know they said the end is near. I'm going to guess Taylor, because I don't think they reference, I don't know.
It is the message.
I know, that's what makes this so difficult. I know they said the end is near. I'm doubling down. Taylor Swift, for sure. No doubt.
Okay, well then I'll go with Revelation just for fun.
Okay, just for fun.
Just for funsies.
Oh, Steve said T Swift. He's getting in on it. It might be Taylor. Since he said it, I don't know. Steve might be
Hey,
huge.
Noah.
Next one. Let's see it.
What's the answer?
Taylor Swift from Mirrorball. Oh, that's not a bad song. There you go. Steve was right. Should have gone with
Her
Steve.
hair's brushed in that one.
Oh, good. Next one. A glass sea mixed with fire. Oh, that's Revelation without any doubt.
Absolutely.
Except Courtney goes straight in for Taylor Swift. We'll see if she's right. I don't think so. Steve's a Swiftie. Absolutely.
Are you sleeping on the job, Noah?
No, he's still. We're waiting for people to guess.
I'm done waiting.
Save me, Willa. Come back. Next, all right, let's see. The glass sea mixed with fire. Is that Taylor Swift or Revelation? Revelation! Yeah, that makes sense. Could you have said that a little sooner? You're so quick on the draw, Courtney, you know? Hi, buddy. We got this big TV in the way now, so I can't even see him, which is great. All right, hell was the journey, but it brought me heaven.
Oh, that's Taylor Swift.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, no doubt. Taylor Swift all the way.
Oh, now Courtney's going for Revelation.
That's awesome. Since we only have 3 playing, we've got our answers. Oh, Swiftmeister says Steve. Yeah, that's Taylor Swift, no doubt. Next one, let's see it. Yeah. From Invisible String. Yeah, these are all her newer stuff, which makes this even more difficult. All right, let's see it. Next one. I am queen on my throne.
That's Taylor Swift.
I still think that's Taylor.
Yeah.
Is it?
They don't talk about
The
queens in Revelation.
No.
That's not a Revelation one.
No, that's not Revelation. Oh, except Steve. Oh, Steve might
Why
know.
are you giggling?
Oh, no.
No,
I gotta look up the context of this one because we're wrong, apparently.
Okay, what's the reference, Noah?
Yeah, we're all getting out our. Yeah, let's see it. Yeah, Revelation. Oh, my goodness.
18:7.
18:7. We're looking this one up. Revelation 18:7. Oh, yes. Man, Revelation's just a time because it's talking about Babylon and
Yes.
that's
Babylon,
Got it.
the harlot.
the harlot.
The
Yes,
harlot.
that's the better way to say it. How many more we got?
We got 13, so we have 3 more.
3 more. Okay. Next one. 13 more. Oh my gosh. The happy voices of brides and grooms will never be heard in you again.
Oh, that's Revelation.
Oh, see, you were so sure last time.
No, it really is.
That sounds like a Revelation thing again, because bride and groom and Courtney said Taylor Swift. That's fantastic.
Okay, Noah, put Courtney out of her misery.
Tay-Tay, Revelation, absolutely. Brides and grooms. I knew you'd come back to me. I mean, that could go either way.
Yeah, that could go either way.
That's difficult, but I'm gonna say, I'd say Taylor on that one. Courtney types of Revelation. I mean, we don't have to agree. That's not. There's no, and not to say we know what we're talking about, but that is really funny.
All right.
All right, let's see
Noah.
it. Yeah. Taylor Swift. Cardigan again. So we got one more, or is that it? One more. Last one. My kingdom come undone. See, that doesn't sound like the Message translation.
No, it doesn't.
So I'm gonna say that's Taylor Swift for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
As Courtney says,
Courtney's
Revelation.
on Revelation.
That's awesome. We're waiting for Jake to get his. My name's not Jobbed. Jobbed.
It says. Oh,
No, that's a B.
It is a B.
Jobbed. That's not my name, but that's okay. Yes, we got Taylor Swift guesses. We got 2 Revelation guesses on this one. We're split. The answer is Taylor Swift.
Whoa, look at that
There
hair.
you go. Yeah. What a person. All right, that has been our game of Taylor Swift or Revelation. I'm glad you joined us on this journey as we learn more about Taylor Swift's new album, which I didn't want to inform you on, but now you know. So that's great. All right, my next announcement is we have What's Up Wednesdays every other Wednesday. Now, this last Wednesday, we were supposed to watch Nacho Libre, but technology got the best of me, and so we ended up playing jackpot games, which was hilarious because everyone made fun of me, which is great. And
I'm sorry I missed it.
my
John.
apparent love for cats, which I do not possess, but they're all convinced. Laura has them all convinced I love cats.
Well,
It's not true.
It's totally.
It's not true. I don't want to hear it.
I've seen pictures, and you have that face.
There's no-
That you like it.
You have this face? No,
yeah,
this
that
is-
face.
I don't like things when I make that
No,
face.
no.
So this Wednesday is no What's Up Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that we will retry
Courtney.
watching Nacho Libre. I promise you it will work because I got to work that night, just long after the time it was supposed to. But Jackbox is fun always too. It's a good backup. So not this Wednesday, but on the 26th we will be watching Nacho Libre. all
Isn't it
together.
aware that it's almost the end of August?
Don't talk about.
Okay. Oh, Selena's here.
Ah, hey Selena. John loves cats. That's incorrect for sure. I don't know where you're getting that idea. But anyways, we're gonna move on to our next game, which Anna I know is gonna love. You all love. It's called TikTok Tussle. So relish this time we have with TikTok.
Why?
Because it's going away. Trump's getting it out of here. Let's see those instructions.
There aren't any.
Let's see the. Wow, Courtney, that's harsh. She got her commented banned. Here, I'll show it. It's fine. TikTok deserves to die. That was her attitude last time. I believe also. No. These are funny. The videos are funny. I promise. I watched through them this time. So let's go into our first one. Same rules as last time. Let's watch these together. This first round of TikToks. All right, that was option one. All right, Anna, and you at home, which one has the more views, number 1 or number 2?
Number one.
The guy floating around the pool,
Well, yeah, because they need to figure out how they were going to do it.
or the car wash guys? See, I think it's the car wash guys. 'Cause
Okay, well,
that's
we
such
can
a
be different.
Novel idea. I will execute it personally. Man, you guys are so vicious. You're hitting my filters, and I have to show it.
Oh, John, you're gonna love question 5.
Oh, I'm not excited. Jake, you can't change your mind, but I'll allow it on the first one.
Well, everybody else left
Nick and
us.
Sophia, I know you're out there, so you should vote on this one.
She couldn't see it. She said, Sophia, vote with me on number 1.
Yeah, just say, unless it's right or whatever. It's a disgrace.
Disgrace. He can't spell.
Roasted from Joaquin. All right, I guess number 2. Anna guesses number 1. Which one is it? Number 1.
Told
that makes
you.
sense. See, that was a trend on TikTok to do the whole like cut together things. So that makes sense. All right, let's watch the next ones.
Wait. Go.
The male lady interrupting their TikTok dance.
Wipe it down. Wipe it down. Wipe.
Men in Black.
All right, so we got male lady interrupting a TikTok dance, or do we have Willie Smith wiping it down? What do you
Number
think?
1.
You think number 1?
I like that number right now.
Okay, great. I think it's Will Smith because it's Will Smith. The guy's in everything and super popular. Everyone also agrees with me, which is great. He's popular. Exactly, Courtney. All right, what's the answer? Yeah, for sure. Although I know Male Lady was super popular.
She wasn't that far up
Yeah,
behind.
right. All right, next ones.
You know I like my chicken fried. Sweet tea and some waffle fries. Chick-fil-A sauce on the side. And a little ketchup.
Whoa, what?
Olaf! I love Olaf.
That's crazy. I've never seen anything like that.
What is Olaf out of?
Oh, I don't know. It's just like Frozen. He's out of Frozen. No, I don't know. Does that look like Lego?
What was that made of?
I know, yeah, we don't know. I'm gonna guess Olaf.
Me too.
But I ate Chick-fil-A the other day and it was awesome in Bend.
I really want Chick-fil-A.
It's so good.
They're coming.
They are. We are gonna host Chick-fil-A here at Dayspring. I'm so stoked. All right, 1.5 is not an answer. What? It'll be
You want to take me to Chick-fil-A when it opens?
okay.
You're gonna
Apparently,
do
I can
it,
be
John.
demanded to do that. All right, what's the answer? Noah. Olaf, of course.
Of course.
But not by much, though.
Look at my happy big guy. Oh, just a happy big guy. Oh, just a look at that happy. Oh, the happy dog. Oh, just a
Oh,
happy.
he's so happy.
I don't like it.
Or Santa denying a salad. Happy dog, or I think dog because animals. Animals always get the most views. Do you agree? Number 1?
Well, and Santa was using, what's his name's voice?
Steve
Gru's.
Carell. Oh, yes,
Gru.
who's also voiced by Steve Carell.
I don't care. It was,
I don't care.
Well, it was Gru's voice.
That's true. So I'm guessing number 1 because dog. Anna also agrees. Let's see it. Yeah, dog. Every time. He's such a happy boy. I want a dog so badly. See? It wasn't even planned. Next one.
Oh,
no.
look at the kitties. Oh, they're so cute.
Is that its foot? No, that's another cat.
Oh, it's his face.
It's its face. How many cats? There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's another one.
5. That's too many cats.
Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets the traffic starts jumping. Folks like me on the job from 9 to 5.
Working 9 to 5.
1,
Such a way to make a living.
Kittens.
Yeah,
John.
I'm gonna
Kittens.
guess one because I don't like cats or Dolly Parton. So I'm guessing one as well. We got guesses, a lot of guesses for two, but also one because why not? Jake says. Why?
Kittens, people.
Little kittens.
Look at them. They're so cute.
Yeah, there's 5 of them. That's too many. All right.
No, you said there's 6.
At least. Yeah, there's a lot in there. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's probably one behind there. It's too many. But yeah, that makes sense. All right, next one. Our next series. That's awesome.
And that's why we always practice in the track first.
Whoa.
Don't try this at home. That's
Oh,
very
well, I'm gonna guess
impressive.
2 because that's way. I mean,
Yeah.
surfing's awesome, and I couldn't do that to save my life. But trampolines are even cooler.
I'll go
All right,
with
so we have
2.
guesses for 1s and 2s and 1s.
Well, there isn't anything else to guess for.
That is true. Otherwise, you'd be cheating. All right, what's the answer?
I like to cheat.
Yeah, 2 for sure. There's no doubt. No way, but I've set it up so you can't anymore, Anna. No cheating for
No,
you.
it's so mean, but I can read the kids this time.
That's true. You can read the kids.
Yep.
I'm reading the kids. All right, next one.
Hey, Mom.
Yes.
Quick question for you.
Hey, what is it this time?
What is a vampire's favorite breed of dog?
I have no idea, Shaq.
A bloodhound.
That's so cheesy.
Oh. I'm so mad. See, I'm going with number 2 because Mad Cat makes me happy. That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Just the first one, though.
It's, I don't like that. It's weird. I don't
It
like
is weird.
pugs. They're squished faces.
They have a weird face.
All right, everyone's agreeing with us as well. Number 2. Let's see the answer.
Noah's busy squishing his face.
Sorry.
That's all right. The answer is blank. We'll never get to know. All right, yes, cat for sure. How many more we got? Like a few? Oh, lots. Let's keep going. I don't even care. 4 more. Let's see the next one.
You just can't get rid of me.
Whoa.
Oh, that's fun. It's like Mary Poppins.
One thing I know for sure, they don't make them like me no more.
What?
One thing I know for sure, they don't make them like me no more.
Is it a bowling ball?
It's a basketball.
Oh.
This is a bowling ball. You can't spin a bowling ball on your finger like
It's
that.
awful shiny for a basketball.
I think it's a basketball. Grant, our basketball.
He's not even watching!
Is this a
Grant!
bowling ball or a basketball?
See? It's a bowling ball.
Yeah,
No, it's totally a bowling
it's
ball.
a bowling ball apparently. I'm gonna guess
It's
number.
actually it's spinning on your palm.
No, that's his finger. Yeah, it's on the finger. What? I'm guessing it's number 1 because
They're
that was
probably
more
dirty,
creative.
Grant.
But
Watching.
everyone says 2 on this one. So answer please. It is number 1. I was correct. No one was correct.
No one was
No
correct.
one was correct on that one. Next ones.
Y'all go ahead and move on down to slide 37 and we'll look at. Oh, what? Where did everyone get this thing? Where's this hiding? This is just bizarre. Oh, no, baby, are you sleeping?
What?
Mommy. Yes, Layla. Yeah, I see the book. It's so cute. Ah, don't leave it! Don't leave it! Don't leave it! Yes. Yeah, I see the butter. Yeah, I see the air. Ah, don't leave it! Oh, she put the butter back. Ah, don't leave it! Don't leave it, Layla. What it, baby. Yeah. Ah, she said, baby, what she got? Don't leave it. Don't leave it.
All right, which one? The one?
Well, we're going downhill
the
here.
Zoom one that we couldn't see or understand, or the little cute girl?
Well, she
Definitely
is
number
adorable.
2. Yeah, no doubt. 2 for sure. Although, number 1 is supposedly funny.
Really?
I guess.
To who? That's not very encouraging, Noah.
All right, what's your guess, Anna?
2. Well,
Wait,
Noah
what?
already told us.
Oh.
And now he went backwards.
Wait, we don't need to watch this again. Okay, thank you.
Push the button,
There we
Noah.
go. All right, which one has more views? We said number 2.
It's 1.
Okay, number 1 is correct.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right. That's all right. We good.
I don't think Noah slept at Grandma and Grandpa's.
Oh, I get it. I didn't see the name.
last night, Mama.
He
That's
did.
later than I did. Oh yeah, Grant, what's your bedtime?
Yeah, 2 p.m., 2 a.m.
2 p.m.
Can't say it.
Yeah, right. Next one.
With it, group drop.
Whoa. Well, that's cool.
How's that gonna work?
He's pulling it with a string. That's fantastic. All right, which one? Long exposure or football mayhem? Mishap. They say mayhem.
2.
I think 2, because fail videos are some of my favorite videos on the internet. We have guesses for both, though. Long exposure photography is pretty dope, though.
It is.
All right, let's see it. It is 1. I get it. We got 2 more, 1 more left? One more left. Last one. Let's see it. It's like a homemade roller coaster.
Well, that's not very exciting.
With it, group drop.
Really loud.
Is it a cookie?
I think it's just clay.
Oh, that would make sense too. All right, so homemade roller coaster or homemade corn? I'm guessing 2, because number
was a
1
little-
wasn't very good either.
No.
We have guesses for both though. So let's see the answer, Noah. The answer is 2. Wow, that's a lot of views for clay,
It's like 5-minute crafts.
I guess. I'm not going to make corn at home by myself, but I know Sophia's into making ceramics and stuff like that, so that's awesome.
So Sophia,
there's your
you
next-
can make corn.
I want you to make me this. I want this. Please and thank
That's
you.
the kind of stuff Courtney watches.
There you go. Good for you, Courtney. I'm happy.
That's what Ellie watches.
Great.
Cakes.
Cakes. Not clay though.
Well, she did start with clay, but now we're into cakes.
Oh, that's good. She should bake me some cakes.
Okay.
All right, so that has been our game rounds. Thank you, Anna, for being here for the 2nd time in a row. It's always a pleasure. All right, so on to our 3rd announcement. Last announcement for this time is we have a Bible reading plan. Now, we've been off curriculum with our series in Lamentations, but we're back onto it with our series on comparison that you all voted for called Like Me. So we're back onto their reading plan as well. Is everything okay? Okay, I see people's distraught faces as I'm talking. Makes me a little worried. It's all breaking. So we have now a very long study to go through. This is 3 weeks total, a reading plan that we all get to do together. It's 21 days straight through our series. So add me as a friend or look this series up. It's called Like Me in the Bible app. I'll add you to it and we'll do it all together. It's been an awesome time doing our reading plans together. In fact, it got even Pastor Chris does it with us, and it got his attention, which is why our student leaders are our student leaders, which is pretty cool. So if you want to, be walking in your faith and growing in your faith, I highly recommend these reading plans. All right, so we are now going to get into our message series, which I talked about, which is Like Me. So we got a bumper video, so let's run that now. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Okay, so like I said, this week we're starting a series called Like Me that is all about comparison. And you've all voted for it, so we're doing it. We have the choices between Consumed, which is the money one, this one called Like Me, and I already forgot whatever the third one was. But we're doing Like Me, which is on comparison. And comparing what, you may ask? Let's find out together. Now, don't you hate it when things are completely unfair? For example, when you studied, think back to, school, when you studied for hours on that history test that you barely passed, only to find out that your friend got a B because they got, for a fact that they got their answers from a friend before they even took it. Like, that's totally unfair. Happened to me. When your sister, who never cleans her rooms, never does her chores, and always messes things up, seems to always get what she wants, while you feel like you hardly get what you want. And it's frustrating because you're the one who actually keeps the order around the house, yet you never seem to get any recognition from your parents. It's just completely unfair. Now, I don't have that experience, but I know others have. Only child. Now, maybe you've had to share the car between you and your brother, but you're the one who always has to put in the gas and keep it clean. Again, totally unfair. And maybe you've had to watch the athletes be excused from class early for the big game, which means they will have more time to study to prepare for the test. Again, unfair, right? And I could keep going, right? There's situation after situation where this happens. But this also happens all the time when I'm just walking down the street. I can't count the number of times I've been living my life like totally happy with how things are going, minding my own business, or even when I'm just watching stories on social media or just talking with my friends, until I hear or see something that totally deflates me. For example, like my friend went to my favorite vacation spot for the weekend. Like, wasn't she just there last month? Like, man, wish I could be there. Or he got to go to the concert I was dying to see, and it's all over their social media. Or his family is still together, which means he doesn't have to change houses every weekend like I do. Or for me, that one other youth pastor just got in shape and looks incredible and has like a huge youth group. Man, that one gets me fairly often. Like, did God choose to bless him more than me? Or she looks good in everything she wears, while I even struggle to have clear skin, let alone look good in any outfit. Or he got the new sneakers, or her life is so much better because she actually has friends. You know what I'm talking about. And I can go from feeling good to life to feeling like my life isn't going well in about 10 seconds, just like that. And all of a sudden, I'm not just disappointed, I'm mad. Nope, it's just totally not fair. And you know this already. In addition to feeling miserable when we do this, we start to assume that other people have the perfect life. And when we do that, their life looks better. They look better. We recognize a familiar reality. Their life is greater than my life. And we it's typical that we respond in one of these few ways, right? Number one, we overachieve. Maybe seeing someone else's perfect life lights a fire under you, and you start working really, really, really hard to keep up with what other people are doing and projecting in hopes of getting those same results. Or we just do nothing. Maybe watching others and makes you feel like there's no way you can do what they do or be who they are. Or we just play it over and over in our minds, whether it's anxiety, sadness, jealousy, or motivation to go out there and make your posts look better or walk that kind of life. You may find yourself unable to think about anything else. So no matter how we respond, the result is the same. It feels bad. That's what comparison does. Now, here's the tricky thing about comparing our lives to someone else's. We know ourselves far too well. We know and live the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the sad. We also know that others, and if we're honest ourselves too, put on the best of ourselves to anyone who will give us any attention, right? We just spent 4 weeks talking about how we are allowed to feel and lament about the great sadnesses that come with life, but we really don't want people to see those moments, right? We will do everything we can to make sure that others only see the highlight reel of our lives. We, of course, do this all over social media. We aren't going to post about the fight we just got into with our girlfriend or boyfriend, or on Instagram at least. But we will just fire a post away of ourselves and even maybe taking that one photo about 30 times just to make sure that we have the right lighting, look, filter, and angle just to make us look awesome, right? But this happens in our minds too. We make up narratives about others when we don't know anything about their actual lives. Maybe they drive a super nice car and we assume that they have their life together when in reality their relationship with their significant other is crumbling. Or we see the girl with all those trendy clothes, right? You know the one I'm talking about. Like, we write the narratives for them that because they look a certain way and they can dress so well that they have their life together, right? You see what I mean. We've all perfected the art of projecting the life we want others to think we have, even if it doesn't match up with the life we actually have. And here's what's crazy. We forget that everybody else is doing the exact same thing. They are also portraying their best life, not their real life. But somehow our brain tricks us to believing that their highlights, either spoken or put on social media, is the whole story. So let me say it another way. When we compare ourselves to others, we believe things about ourselves based on someone else's half-true or fully fake display. Comparison has become such a norm in our current culture that most of us don't even realize we're doing it. The good news is that what we're going to talk about for the next few minutes will not only help us recognize it when we're doing it, but will also help us understand what to do about it. In a world full of social media, that may seem totally unrealistic and impossible. But just hang with me. I think we may be surprised about what is possible. Now, one of the greatest teachers and followers of Jesus that ever lived was a man named Paul. He made it his mission to make sure that he let everyone know how their lives could benefit from following Jesus. He traveled all over the known world, establishing relationships with many, many different groups of people in different regions who viewed him as an authority figure when it came to how to live a better life, thanks to Jesus. Now, Paul traveled a lot from town to town in order to maintain these relationships with people and offer them the life-changing news of who Jesus was and what he offered. When Paul wasn't present with the different churches he planted, he made it a point to write letters to stay connected. And in these letters, Paul was known for being very, very direct. He was passionate about following Jesus and leading others to do the same. And while everything Paul did was out of love, it's likely that sometimes people felt that they were being called out in areas that they weren't measuring up. And in response, they did what a lot of us do. They lashed out. Like, have you ever done that? I'm sure you have. They began just to tear Paul down. Their strategy to feel better about themselves was to make Paul look worse. In a word, they were petty. So listen to how Paul responded to these criticisms. This is 2 Corinthians 10:12. It says, "Oh, don't worry. We wouldn't dare say that we are as wonderful as these other men who tell you how important they are. But they are only comparing themselves with each other, using themselves as the standard of measurement." How ignorant. Now, I'm not sure, but it sure sounds that Paul is using the ancient tool of sarcasm. Paul fires right back at his critics. He wasn't messing around, and in this passage, he's addressing the comparing that is going on amongst people and the struggles that it creates. And Paul is saying, in no uncertain terms, it's absolutely ridiculous to let your behavior and life be based off of comparison to someone else's behavior or life. And it's even more ridiculous to spend time figuring out how you measure up to people just like you do in order to make yourself feel better. If I were to sum things up, Paul really is saying, hey, look, comparing yourself or any human to another human is as an ignorant idea, and it makes you look so gosh darn silly. See, my mom used to tell me there's always going to be someone who has more than you, and there's always going to be someone who has less. Her point wasn't for me to focus on people who had less and like feel better about myself. And her point wasn't for me to focus on people who had more so that I would stay humbled. Her point was that comparing with others is just absolutely pointless. It was a game I and we can never win. But there's a principle here found in the book of Proverbs, a book from the Old Testament of the Bible, a time before Jesus was around, that Paul would have known by heart. And it says this in Proverbs 4:23, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Solomon, the one who wrote this principle, was passionate about how important it is to guard our hearts. Why? Because what we do almost always comes from what we believe in our hearts. Our hearts matter because they control everything else. So we should guard our hearts. Now, the opposite, well, the quickest way to destroy our hearts is comparison. If we hear about how great someone else's life is and we allow it to get in our heart, it messes what we believe about ourselves. We're in danger at that point. It makes us feel less than or worthless. It's like an attack on the heart that can ultimately mess up our entire lives. So that's why we have to get this right. Don't compare your worth to them. Don't look at someone else, assume that their life is perfect, and conclude that your life is no good because in that moment, it doesn't look like theirs. Don't make a decision about how you look or how you don't look based on someone else, especially a picture that probably was taken 30 times, filtered, face-tuned, and edited, right? We can't do that. Don't make decisions about your worth based on what you see or perceive in other people. Which sounds great, right? But how do we actually fight the temptation to allow comparison to rule our lives? How do we guard our hearts like what Solomon wisely suggested? Now, it may not be easy, but it starts with the very word Solomon used, which is guard. Set some boundaries for what you see and what you allow your heart to participate in. If something messes with you, which I know it does, if it destroys how you feel or gets to your heart in a bad way, pay attention to that and step into giving yourself a break. You guard your heart when you guard your thoughts, when you guard your scroll through your social media. You guard yourself when you interact with others who make you feel less. Guard yourself on who you spend time with and that person who constantly complains about their own life, right? In other words, when you find yourself in a situation, whether it's in social media or real life, where you are most likely to compare yourself to others, be on guard. Pay attention. Something is trying to get into your heart, and you need to set a boundary right then and there. Now, so much of this can be tough to notice in the moment, and that's why being on guard can be helpful. Pay attention to what you do when you feel yourself spiraling into this comparison game. Maybe you find yourself overachieving and striving for the attention of others. Maybe you find yourself so deflated that you wonder, why do I even try? Or maybe you find yourself playing those images over and over in your mind. When those things happen, pay attention. That's your clue that you are stuck in this comparison game. So when that happens, I need you to ask these 3 questions. Number 1, what things are fueling how I feel, right? Identify them. Number 2, what are some things I want to do because of how I feel? And then number 3, what or who am I comparing myself to that's bringing up these feelings? We guard our hearts by paying attention to what we feel when we're tempted to play the comparison game. And this may seem like a really big task, right? Right out the gate. And that's why we are going to head into small group right now to talk about what it looks like to guard your heart and stop this comparison game. I'm talking to you right now, are not the only one who struggles to compare your life with someone else's. But living a life where you feel less than doesn't have to define how you feel. And it certainly doesn't need and shouldn't define your worth. Remember, don't compare yourself with others. Just don't do it. What would it look like if you began to guard your heart when it comes to comparing your life to others? Imagine being able to walk in confidence about who you are. Imagine how great your day would be. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, this world is full of comparison. Whether it's in social media or the shows we watch and the advertisements that are shoved down our throats on how we're supposed to be, act, look, buy, whatever. God, you have given us an identity in you and through your Son, Jesus. So God, let us lean into that identity. Not what our heart tells us, not what our mind tells us we should look like, not what those other people tell us. But God, let you inform us on how we are to be, how we're to live, how we're to look and act. Lord, I thank you for your word as it instructs us on these things. I thank you for this evening that we get to still gather, even if it's distant. And Lord, I thank you for your love, that you love us no matter what, that you don't play the comparison game. But God, you gave your one and only Son to die for us. So Lord, as we go into small group, let our conversation be blessed. It's in your heavenly name we pray. Amen. All right, everyone, that has been our live stream for today. Again, next week's the drive-through adventure. So there's not going to be a live stream. Don't be looking for it because it won't be there. But we will see you there at 12:30 after the main church live stream. We love you guys. We miss you guys. And yeah, we'll see you in small groups.
Bye.